Today, I want to share with you the principle of plasticity. I love this quote. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are willing to learn, no one can stop you. I don't know who said it, but it was truly genius. If you look up plasticity in the Merriam-Webster online dictionary, it's defined as the quality or state of being plastic, especially the capacity for being molded and altered. High performers know that in order to succeed and outperform the competition, they must be willing to be molded. They must be teachable and have the capacity to learn and grow. That's why you'll find that most high performers keep a finger on the pulse of their industry and dedicate time each week to personal and professional development. They never assume that they know it all or that past successes will guarantee future paychecks. High performers understand that it takes work to continually stay at the top of their game. Additionally, high performers are open to constructive feedback from peers, bosses, and even employees. Instead of refusing or trashing the feedback you receive from others, I suggest you try a new approach. I tell this to each of my new clients, and I say it to you as well. Your job is to be a sieve or a colander. Think like a strainer that you use to get the water drained from the noodles, and not like a sponge or a rock. To do that, take in all the information that you read, whether it's in the book, The Make It Happen Blueprint, or in any other books that you see or podcasts that you listen to. Hear and listen to every word of feedback that you receive. Soak up the knowledge from industry publications and leaders. Then do what colanders do. Separate the information. You can't internalize everything, and your growth process will be slow if it doesn't include learning from others. So keep what is valuable and let go of the things that don't resonate with you. Your ability to grow is directly related to your willingness to learn and be moldable. Over the years, I've kept tabs on 2 companies where I used to work. Each company has a smart leader at the helm, but one has a hard time keeping up with industry trends, while the other makes it a point to stay at the forefront. As a result, the former is still doing the same things with the same clients and hasn't experienced any real company growth, while the latter company has become a top provider of digital technology and services clients all across the country and throughout the world. What will it take for you to keep up in an ever-changing, ever-growing world? We all wear a lot of hats. We're people, professionals, and many of us are parents. Regardless of the roles you play, plasticity is important. Here are some ways you can apply this principle in a few of your different roles. If you're a parent, subscribe to a blog or magazine on parenting that matches your values and views. Read books about parenting that you're drawn to and apply some tactics in your home and family if they seem to resonate. Talk to friends about what works and what doesn't work. But at the end of the day, I think it's important to read a little, make parenting a priority, and then do the things that work best for you and your kids. All the books in the world won't make up for how you know and understand your children. If you're a professional, the best place to start is within your specific industry. If you sell tires, keep up with the latest models and their performance. If you're in the coaching world, pay attention to the programs and offerings other coaches are creating. If you're in the software and application industry, study user interface design and functionality. High performers read and subscribe to trade publications, frequently check key blogs or sites, and attend networking events and annual conferences within their industry, and meet with other industry leaders. Being an expert means having an awareness of the trends and taking action accordingly. You may want to consider becoming a member of industry trade associations. This is a great way to keep up on trends and stay connected to industry leaders. Search online for national organizations and see if there's a local chapter you can attend. Also, look ahead for when and where their national conferences are and make plans to be there and participate on whatever level you can. In time, you'll figure out how you can contribute to your chapter and association as a whole. Watch and learn first, then contribute your own genius at appropriate times and places. Keeping pace is not just about how you create products and structure your business. It's also how you market to your target consumers and prospects. That's why it's important to keep up with target market trends as well. To do this, you'll need to read what your customers read, listen to what they listen to, and watch what they watch. Find out what they want and need from your company and learn how you can reach them through advertising media. If you spend time studying your target consumers and are still unclear of what they want, ask them. More often than not, they will be happy to tell you and grateful someone is trying to understand and meet their needs. A third area to keep current on is innovative trends and tips for your specific job title. Are you in sales? Then read, listen to, and devour information about sales, even if it doesn't pertain to your specific industry. If you're an entrepreneur, read about small business ownership and business growth. Discover how others made their mistakes and their millions and learn from them. Look for key people to follow in your favorite social media outlets and make reading on the subject a priority. If you're a person who wants to operate at their prime, never stop learning. Read books on subjects that interest you. Read and learn about culture, art, science, and even read fictional literature. Choose a subject outside your profession to learn about on an annual or seasonal basis, and you'll find that your ability to be moldable comes not just in knowing your professional life, but in expanding as a human as well. Sounds like a lot of learning, right? It is. And at the outset, you might be wondering, how am I supposed to keep up with keeping up? I'm glad you asked. Here are some simple tips to help you manage your plasticity. Schedule time each week for industry learning and personal development. If you work for yourself, about 5 to 10% of your work week should be spent on actively learning. I have 2 one-hour time blocks in my schedule each week to make sure that I'm keeping up with the stack of books on my bedside table and the list of titles, articles, and other information that's available digitally. If you work for someone else, tell your boss about your desire to stay current with the industry and grow as an employee. Ask how much time they feel comfortable with you spending in this area. A lot of companies are open to the idea and will allow you to use work time to learn. If you offer to share your findings with your boss or team, you could even become a key resource for your department and your company. If your boss isn't excited about you spending your time learning, do it on your own time. Dedicate an hour or two at night or on the weekends to seeking knowledge. You will further your career and become an indispensable asset to your company. Take advantage of natural downtimes. How can you incorporate learning into your commute? I love turning my car into a roaming university. For a while, I was regularly buying or checking out audiobooks. Now I have an account at audible.com, and I get a new book every month. Whether you're using public transportation, walking, biking, or driving yourself, can you use the time you spend commuting to the office, to meetings, or even running errands to further your education? What other time do you have? Consider ways that you can keep a book or blog roll handy at the doctor's office or while waiting in line at the deli. I have a friend who listens to a book on tape while she's getting ready in the morning and another who listens while she exercises. You might be surprised how much time you have that can be used to increasing your knowledge base. Schedule time to apply what you're learning. Gaining knowledge is a good thing, but it doesn't do much good unless you actively use it. Schedule time to apply the things you're learning in the various aspects of your job or business. After I attend a learning event or read a book, I schedule time the following week to review my notes and tackle the ideas that I received and put them into action. Information may be power, but application and action equals paychecks. Don't let learning overpower your productivity. It is possible to get so caught up in learning that you aren't accomplishing anything in your life or your business. There are enough articles, teleseminars, live events, and courses available for you to spend all day, every day in learning activities. Don't fall victim to this trap. While learning should be a lifetime pursuit, it should not be your only pursuit. Keep your learning time proportionate to the other areas of your life. Always keep learning at the forefront of your endeavors. Invest in you. Be open to the knowledge of others and think about how collaborating can benefit your job, your company, and your industry. Make education a lifelong pursuit that doesn't end the day you finish your formal degree or training. Seek to learn continually and then apply that learning to make it happen.